A massive wave of excitement swept across the global fandom after a surprising statement from BTS members Jimin and Jungkook set the entire online community ablaze. What started as a light-hearted content release, just another casual video of the two sitting together, suddenly shifted into one of the most talked-about moments of the year. In a matter of seconds, the clip captured a sentence that made fans worldwide gasp, pause, and replay endlessly. The two said they would always be together and that they would continue to live in the same house no matter what the future brings. Within minutes, the video spread across every major platform, flooded timelines, and quickly climbed into trending lists in multiple countries. The uproar began with a seemingly simple clip uploaded through BTS's internal content platform. The video opened with Jimin and Jungkook sitting side by side, both dressed comfortably, the room around them warm and home-like, almost too cozy to be a shooting location. At first, nothing looked out of the ordinary. They joked, exchanged glances, and seemed to enjoy a quiet, easy conversation. But everything changed when Jungkook, with a soft smile and a brief look at Jimin, said that staying in the same place with him felt natural, adding gently, "Some things don't need to change." That single sentence was more than enough to send the fandom spiraling. But what came next turned the moment into a phenomenon. Jimin, replying with his usual warmth yet surprising sincerity, answered that they would always stay together, that living in the same house was simply how things are supposed to be. When he added, "We'll always be together. Same house, same place. You can't run away from me," fans instantly knew this was not something to brush off as a joke. Jungkook laughed, but the softness in his eyes, and the ease with which he leaned closer, made the moment feel unusually genuine. Fans who have followed their relationship for years reacted almost instinctively. They flooded comment sections, rushed into community forums, dissected every expression, every micropause, every hint of emotion between the two. The duo's bond has long been considered one of the warmest and most intriguing dynamics within BTS, frequently highlighted through small interactions, affectionate gestures, and naturally synchronized moments. But this time they were not simply being playful or nostalgic. Their tone carried something deeper, a kind of personal truth spoken so casually that fans found themselves stunned. Within hours, media outlets began covering the clip, framing it as one of the most notable and heartfelt moments from any BTS member in recent years. Articles speculated on the significance of such a statement, while opinion columns analyzed whether this was a reflection of the uniquely strong bond between the two idols. Entertainment analysts pointed out that few artists of their level ever speak so openly about their personal living arrangements, especially ones that imply long-term commitment. Many interpreted the moment as a sign of how confident and comfortable Jimin and Jungkook have become, not only with themselves, but with the public, understanding that their relationship runs deep. Soon after, insider commentary began surfacing. While HYB gave no formal response, several longtime staff members, speaking anonymously, described Jimin and Jungkook's connection as one that extends far beyond work. According to these sources, the two often choose to spend time together even when off schedule, and living close, or even under the same roof, is something they've naturally maintained for years. But their decision to openly acknowledge it and to frame it as something they intend to keep doing into the future suggests a shared choice that is far more meaningful than a convenient arrangement. For armies around the world, the moment felt like confirmation of something they've quietly sensed for years. Many shared emotional reactions online, confessing they had replayed the clip countless times, analyzing how Jimin's smile softened, how Jungkook's shoulders relaxed, how their eyes locked with unmistakable familiarity. Some fans admitted the moment made them cry, describing it as unexpectedly intimate, heart-melting, and a piece of their private world finally revealed. Just hours after the initial chaos, a behind-the-scenes clip added even more fuel to the fire. In that short segment, Jimin gently patted Jungkook's shoulder while laughing, saying that Jungkook always made the house feel lively. Jungkook responded with a quiet yet earnest line, "You make it feel like a real home." It was brief, almost too subtle, but it confirmed what many were already feeling. Their choice to live together wasn't a joke, nor was it a temporary arrangement. It was simply their life. As the fandom processed everything, discussions grew more layered. Commentators reflected on the evolution of the Jimin-Jungkook relationship, from the early days as teenagers in a shared dorm room to two grown artists navigating individual careers, yet choosing to remain side by side. Their shared living space became a symbol of loyalty and emotional stability, something that grounded them amid the immense pressures of global superstardom. Fans compiled old clips showing their long history, training together, supporting each other during hard times, being roommates, being confidants, being sources of comfort in a world that rarely allows them to breathe. With every throwback video that resurfaced, the narrative became clearer. This was not a sudden announcement. This was the continuation of a story that had been unfolding for over a decade. Communication experts also chimed in, noting how Jimin and Jungkook often move in natural sync, especially during unscripted moments. They spoke about their physical ease with each other, their unguarded laughter, and their instinct to gravitate toward one another even in crowded environments. The recent statement, analysts argued, merely put into words what the world had been witnessing all along. Across social media, hashtags related to Always Together, Same House, and Jimin and Jungkook trended for more than 24 hours. Edits, tributes, fan essays, and emotional reaction videos spread rapidly, each trying to capture the warmth and significance of the moment. Fans expressed joy, relief, nostalgia, and even pride in seeing two people they admire choosing to prioritize each other despite the chaotic world surrounding them. Some observers cautioned against overinterpreting the moment, but it was too late. The clip had already secured its place in fandom history. The emotional impact was undeniable. Fans understood that the nature of Jimin and Jungkook's relationship, however one chooses to define it, is something remarkable, something rare, something that has survived the shadows and stress of fame, yet emerged with sincere affection intact. As discussions continued, many argued that this moment ushered in a new chapter, not only for Jimin and Jungkook as individuals, but in the way the public perceives BTS members' personal bonds. It signified a level of openness that felt refreshing and brave, offering a glimpse into a home built not by obligation but by choice. A place of shared meals, shared laughter, shared silence, and shared trust. Ultimately, this news is not just about two global superstars deciding to live in the same house. It is about loyalty, about friendship, about the kind of connection that grows stronger, not weaker, with time. It is a story rooted in practice rooms, sleepless nights, harsh criticisms, loud successes, and quiet moments when having even one person beside you makes the world feel safe. And if their words are true, if they truly plan to stay together under one roof, then Jimin and Jungkook are not simply sharing a house. They are choosing to share a life. A place to return to no matter what happens. A home built on more than walls. A home built on each other.